let me explain what you're seeing on your dashboard. Your dashboard has wallet balance on the left side. For your wallet balance, what you'll be able to see there is how much you have put in to the platform, right? And then you have your countdown just beside it. Countdown is from the moment you click start trading, that timer begins to read to your next withdrawal, which is 24 hours after. So how the bot works is when you start trading, it's an automated bot, so it just keeps trading for you, And then as those trades are happening, you have a 20-minute window after every 24 hours within which your funds are settled directly into your account, right? And then if you move to the next step, you see total reward. That represents your the amount of money you've earned from your trade within the 24-hour period, right? And then you have your leaderboard. So your leaderboard represents the amount of money you've garnered so far from all your referrals, right? So, and this is over time, so you can always see that, and that's always available. Sorry, that's always available for you. And then in this trade, in your current trade, you can see how much that bot has made for you. Now, remember, we also have a staking program. We have an ICO, we have and some other things, but we've muted the staking program for now, right? And then you can go to your leaderboard ranking just besides staking reward. And for the leaderboard, what you'll most likely be seeing there is your ranking on the scale of top referrals, right? Because we are trying to make sure the platform is equally as exciting and competitive for everybody, right? So we want to make sure that you can invite people and earn actual rewards. And we're going to be rewarding the top referrals and the top earners on our platform. That's something we're going to be doing now. The representative leader is where you come in. If you come into the platform organically, let's say you search for it online and you come in, you'll be L1, right? If you come in through a referral, you most likely will be L2. Now, that does not stop you from inviting as many people as you want and having downlines as well. Beside it, also is your cumulative volume of your referral. And then lastly, you can see your referral ID, which you can copy and use to invite your friends anywhere in the world. All right, so here is the good part. The good part is the moment you click the start trade. And then lastly, you have your referrals, right? You can copy your referral link and send to anybody, and they can join through that. Now, let's go to the cool part. The cool part is trading. What we're going to do right now is we're going to show you the back end and how it works, right? We're going to show you. So once you click the start trading, we're going to run the scenario for you. And this scenario is based off of the real live markets, right? So this is just the back end. It's going to be a couple of codes, right? Some may understand, some may not understand, but it's just a couple of codes right there. Right, so right now you can see we've loaded 75 pairs and it's starting the arbitrage. So that moment you click your bot, this is what is going on in the back end. Now, just take a look anywhere on your screen, right? If you look at BNB price, where it's written info, BNB price, you can see the current rate of BNB. Now, I want you to please cross-check that on any exchange, anywhere on your coin market cap, anywhere. You check that's the current price of BNB, and what we're trading is decentralized on the BNB pairs, right? Now, one thing I want you to notice next is it's going to look like a loop, right? It's going to look like a loop, and there are certain trades. You see the profits on different pairs under the BNB. You see the cake, right? You see link, you see cake. So you see different trades happening, right? You see the different trades happening, and then beside it, you see the profits potential profits that you have made on each trade. Now, the most important thing here is to note we're doing this based off of scale and not each trade, right? So the system is able to generate for you money over time, not one major hit, right? No matter how much you put, it's able to make sure that you're able to trade consistently and you're able to make a profit. We've written the bot in a way that
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. All right, so please, if you can, like I mentioned before, please just compare prices on your coin market cap and all that to confirm the prices. So Phil, let's see the platform trading, and what I want you guys to take note of is the exponential rate between which it scans the market, scans the tokens, right, and then it shows the profit at the end. Yeah, at the end of each trade. So if you check Binance right now, you see that the pricing is exactly the same. So Phil, please rerun the bot again. So now this is the bot trading in real time, right? This is actually the bot trading in real time. So what I want you to do is probably zoom in to any of it. Zoom into any of it. So okay, let's clear that and run it again. All right, so once you zoom into it, you see the pairs trading against each other, comparing prices with the market, and then you'd then be able to see the potential profit you could make. This is just one bot that we've done, right? This is just one bot that we've done. And of course, our aim here is to make sure that you have the potential to earn a lot, right? So right now you're able to see the trades, the profit on different tokens, right? All under the BNB pair, and then you're able to see the profit directly under it, right? So basically, I think the major thing for us here is explaining these values, these numbers to everybody on the system. But it's very important to note that we have a platform that has the ability to earn you profits. If you even check some of them are zero, meaning that, okay, the bot did not see any profit there. So that's pretty normal. It's not every time you would get, the profits on it, but a lot of the time they are, the bot searches and is able to make a profit. And no matter how little, that's the one major important thing for us. And then lastly, at the end of 24 hours, you're then able to, your earnings are then moved into your account, your Fusion wallet, and that's how you make money at this time. I'm reading off a question on the chat. I want to understand something here. Is it that the robot will be doing the trading for me, or I have to do it myself? Very good question. You don't have to do anything. That's the most important thing here. You literally don't have to do anything. All you have to do is fund your account and click start trading, and the bot is created to look for the price differences between the tokens and the exchanges on the market and help you make the right decision, and that's it. That's the end. That's all you have to do. Every 24 hours from the moment you click start trading, your money begins to come into your Fusion wallet. So thank you very much. We're open to questions. So at the end of a 24-hour period where your bot has traded, users are entitled to 1.67% of their trades. This makes you, in 30 days after trading, in 30 days after trading, you'll be getting about 50-point-something% off of every trade, off of your total trades, profits rather, right? You'll be generating up to 50.7% of your entire trade. But after every 24-hour period, you'll be getting 1.67% into your wallet. Now, that's just on the trades, right? On referrals, right, you have level 1, level 2, level 3 downlines, right? And those downlines would produce for you 20% of their trades, of the profits on their trades, right? So level 1 will give you a 20%, level 2 will give you a 10%, and level 3 will give you a 5% profit on their trades, right? So that is another way you earn as well. Now, lastly, how does the referral system work, right? You invite people. Once you invite people directly, they become your level 1, right? Now, that level 1, when they invite people on to join them, which becomes their level 1, they become your level 2, right? And then lastly, when your level 2 invite people, those people they invite become your level 3. So we've cut it just to that place. We could keep the loop going, but it then becomes overly, confusing. So we've left it up to 3 levels, and you can of course begin to earn 20, 10, and 5% from your 3 different levels going downwards. But that's how the referral platform works. You as a user can choose the money you've made back into the system, right? That's the basic compounding, right? So instead of withdrawing your earnings, you can put it back, you can deposit back into the system to help you trade, right? So that's there. We're trying to differentiate ourselves from every other Ponzi scheme, right? We're trying to differentiate and make sure that we are not one of those people. We're not one of those people who is here for quick profits. Of course, I'm sure you know the reason why a lot of major compounding is done, right? We're trying to make sure that we are not that at all. However, you as a user can put in back the money, but it's not a prerequisite. You can always withdraw your money after 24 hours directly, right? So that's majorly on the user. We're registered in the United States. I know a lot of people have been talking about us doxing ourselves and mentioning who the founders are. That's one of the most important things that we've tried to put out. Every other platform that has crashed had open founders, and they still crashed. It almost made no difference. But for us, it's about protecting you where it really matters, right? We're registered in the US because the US has one of the largest crypto markets in the world. The second largest, or the 5th largest crypto market in the world is in Nigeria, right? And that's almost pretty odd, but yeah, it's there. So we had to make sure that we could serve the African market through Nigeria, right? And the rest of the world through the US, right? So yeah, the company is registered in the US as well. Some of the certifications we've acquired are some that are very important in the jurisdiction where we're going to be operating in, right? So for example, in Africa, we are making sure that we have anti-money laundering certifications in place. There's also a certification for storing data that we have put in place, which is PCI DSS certification. Once those are all approved, we would make sure everybody is notified as well. So, and then there are a couple of other licensing and notifications that we're also processing and working on, and we would get because we have some of the best security experts on our team. And just from their recommendations alone, we're going to be getting a lot of security licenses to operate. So for us, we're very lucky. We have the expertise and we have the right people on our team to make all of this happen, and we're doing so. So thank you. All right, thank you. One of the things you would notice if you've been following, I think, Mr. Raphael, is that he communicates very effectively, right? And he keeps us in the loop. And then lastly, we've always tried to be attentive to our core investors and our potential users, right? So we're trying to make sure that we give you the right information. Like today, we've shown you the reason why a lot of these platforms rug pull people is because, first of all, they are scams, right? They don't have the bots ready. They're not actually trading it. Probably a Ponzi scheme doing a couple of things. When you deposit money, they use that to pay other people. They don't do that. From the presentation we've been able to do today, one important thing you would notice is that we have shown you how the back end works. We've shown you how the bot scans the market, executes the trade, and you see your profits there, right? For each trade, right? So we're trying to build up. Now, the end product is not the most important thing. The process is the most important thing, right? So we're trying to show you that, look, whatever amount of money you're able to put in, even if it's the minimum, which is $10, we want you to know that over time, now you might not make the $1 million with your $10, right? But you would make passive income with whatever amount you put in, right? So we've always gone a step beyond other platforms to show you and to explain our product. That's one way we believe we're pulling interest, and I think that's why a lot of people are warming up to the message, right? We're not saying we have everything figured out. We're not saying our platform is impregnable to cyber attacks or anything, but what we are saying is that, look, we're giving it our best, right? If there will be any problems, like if the system gets overloaded, let's say we we launch today, and by tomorrow we get an explosion of maybe about 1 million users all at once, concurrent users, and maybe the system crashes. We are the kind of platform that will make sure that you are notified instantly. If you go on our current website, you see there's a small box there at the right bottom part of your screen where you can reach out to any customer care representative any day, anytime, because we're a global company, so we work around the clock, right? And by the way, it's real people interacting with you, right? We're going to open up all our social media handles to be interactive. Should anything happen, if there's any problem, we will be notifying you. If we're doing upgrades, we'll notify you at least 2 days before we make a major upgrade to the platform. If our service providers are down, we'll make sure we inform you, our users, all our users via email as soon as we're doing that. So for us, communication is key, right? It's very important. This is not about marketing necessarily. This is about building trust for us. I know that we cannot, no matter what happens, the crypto market is really shaky, it's really volatile. Everybody has suffered something, including us. And that's why we banded together as a group of devs, as a company, to build a platform that is solid, right? So we've suffered the same things, and it's beyond our imagination as well, why a lot of people will be pulling on schemes that are fraudulent as well when you have the resources, or rather when they have the resources to do the right thing and just refuse to do so. I don't know the platform you talked about, but I've heard of I think OTPS or OTSP, something like that.
COTPS.
Oh yes, COTPS. I've heard of that, and even one recently that came up just a few weeks ago. I was informed about that one, World OTC or something like that. And then within 2 weeks, it had already crashed. It should tell you that a lot of these platforms are out for no good. And what they don't show you is the process leading up. I'm sure that from what we've done today, you've seen the platform working, right? You've seen how it works. You've seen the back end of it. It should give you the trust that, okay, look, this platform, these people are actually trading. They actually, they have an actual bot, and that's just one bot, right? But it should show you that, look, we're doing the right thing from the very beginning, and the process is more important, or is as important as the final result for us. I hope that answers your question a little bit. But yes, that's it for us. The way the compounding works, we're trying to make sure that you are in charge of your compounding, right? If we see a need to make it automated, we will do so. But we are trying to make sure that you have the power to do the compounding yourself. So for example, a simple way to make sure you're compounding is whatever money you make after 24 hours, you invest it back, right? So that's as simple as it gets, right? But we want to make sure you have the power, not just us holding on to your money for long periods of time. And if you remember correctly, that's how a lot of people get rug pulled, and a lot of problems happen. But we want to make sure that you can instantly, after every 24 hours, withdraw your earnings directly to your wallet or to your bank account, anywhere you want. We are trying to make sure that that's possible. Compounding is done by you, essentially. Right. Now, of course, there are fluctuations in the market, and advantageously or not, that is what the success of arbitrage is, in those fluctuations in the market, right? We're working with a couple of exchanges, right? We're not working with just one exchange. We're pulling in a pool of different exchanges to make sure that we have maximum profits, right? So that being said, the bot scans those markets. The bot is able to detect the prices between several markets and make a decision on which one is profitable. And the way we've done it, no matter how small the profit is, we're going to take it, right? Because like I said at the beginning of the call, we're doing this based off of scale and not that one hit quality, rather. So for us, it's better and easier to make $0.0000245, right, than to wait until your bot makes $50, right? Because by the time and of course, if we get to that point, we would of course take that. If that happens during the life cycle of the trade, we'll hit that and we'll take it, definitely. However, imagine you're making $0.0034556, right, every second, or every 10 seconds, right? At the end of 24 hours, you'll be surprised how much you've pulled in, right? So that is one good thing about it. The problem here is I think some people did not think it through like that, but we've considered that, and that's just one bot. Like I keep saying, that's just one bot. We have other bots performing other types of transactions for you. And this is just on the decentralized. We're also going on decentralized exchanges like Squarely, Binance, right? Trading currency pairs and things like that. But I don't want to give out too much, right? So I don't want to give out too much for now. Now, the next thing is regarding our social media, right? We are still putting those in place. If you go onto our website right now, the Discord is ready, but we've not made any announcements. The Twitter account is ready. The Instagram account is ready. We'll make sure our Telegram is also available. And as soon as we do that, we'll let you know. That's one of the reasons why we are getting early access. So we notify you as soon as all these things are available and ready. Because I know there's a lot of anticipation that has been created. And so we're trying to make sure we pull this through. But I hope that answers your question. So what we do is simple, right? In order to make sure we maximize whatever amount of money you put in, what we do is we borrow money from the pool, right? So for example, if you look at Binance as of right now, if you were on while we're showing the bots trading, right? Binance is currently at 290 something, 291, and it's fluctuating between that, right? We take that amount of money and use it to trade whatever amount of money. So we take that from the pool, right? Whatever amount of money we make. So we're essentially, what we're doing is essentially borrowing. It's called flash loans, right? We take that from there. We use it to trade on your behalf, right? And then whatever profit we make goes to you and we return the money back to the liquidity pool. Do you understand? So in other words, you are not essentially going to, let's say, be losing, you're not going to be losing so much money. Instead, your money is going to be working for you, as the case may be, right? Does that answer your question? And so, yeah, okay. And so, in that sense, right? In that sense, you're pretty secure and safe. So from the moment you click start trading, that's when your timer begins. Now, after every 24 hours, your funds, whatever you've made for that day, right, with your percentage is deposited directly into your Fusion wallet. Do you understand? It's taken to your Fusion wallet. From your Fusion wallet, you can decide to withdraw that earning anytime you want. Even while a trade is going on, you can always withdraw whatever you've made the previous day. Or if you even accumulate whatever you've made. Sorry about that. Yeah, I thought I was answering the question. I didn't even know I was off. Okay, let me just quickly answer his question again. So it's pretty simple. When you make a trade, the moment you click the start trade, right, you begin to trade. After 24 hours, there's a 20-minute window within which your bots, your earnings, whatever you've made for that day with the percentage is deposited automatically into your Fusion wallet. From your Fusion wallet, you can always withdraw your funds at any point in time. You have control over your Fusion wallet. So you can send that money, you can decide to convert and send it to your local bank, or you can send it directly into your wallet that you've already connected on the Fusion platform, right? So that is up to you anytime, any day. Like the other person, I think Mr. Joel asked the question, you can then decide to put that money back to trade for you. That's you compounding by yourself, right? So the platform is very open for you to make sure that anytime you need your funds, you will get it. Anytime you want to continue trading, you can always do so. And this is the aim, essentially. Number one, if you look at what we try to push ourselves at, we're the bridge between centralized and decentralized. We're also building the platform in a way that it's Web 2 enabled, regular programming, and Web 3 enabled. Now, everything you see on your platform is already processed on the back end. None of it and written in smart contracts. No, none of it is like, for example, your money is not stored in code, right? It's not stored on the platform. The reason why you can't, and of course, we already use Binance APIs, we already use Coinbase APIs, we have all those APIs. But the reason why you cannot connect your keys is because we're trying, not everybody knows how to do that. remember what I said, we're trying to make trading as easy as possible, as seamless as possible. That is why we are unique, right? So in regular arbitrage, yes, you're very correct. And I'm happy you do have a basic understanding of arbitrage. You are able to connect your wallet and you're able to do certain things. You're even able to trade yourself, correct?
Yeah.
What we are trying to do is to make sure that even a layman with just a mobile device, it just has to pass the KYC, deposit money, and click a button. We're trying to make the system really, really simple, right, for everyday users, right? And thankfully, technology is already at this point, right? Technology is already at this point. On your if you're using an iPhone, you can or your Android device, you can say, "Hey Siri, what's the time today?" So, right? I'm about to get that right now from Siri. So, but like it's super easy now, and so we're trying to make trading that easy. Of course, we're not the first automated trading platform, right? But we're trying to make it easy. Now, your wallet is already connected. You're going to connect your wallet on the system, right? And so it's just one button away from transferring money from your Fusion wallet directly into your wallet. Just one button. But please remember, your money is not stored. Your profits are not stored on the platform, in quotes, right? It's not stored on the platform. We already have, what's it called? Security measures in place, one. And we already have wallets, Fusion wallets for individuals, for each individual, right? So you don't have to worry about that sort of thing where, of course, let me say this. The only way you as a user can be hacked is if your device, your phone, your PC, right, is taken from you and somebody connects their wallet on your phone, right? Remember what I said at the beginning, we don't store any of your data. So on our end, we have nothing for anybody to hack. The KYC is not handled by us. Payment processors, payment details, meaning your card details and stuff, we don't handle that. Those are stored by payment processors. Your phone number, your email addresses, those are stored by third-party services. Those are the email services and phone number services. Do you understand? So from the get-go, we are different. We are secure. And of course, if anything happens to your data, we have, and this is the reason why we did this, we have the right to, for example, challenge legally these third-party platforms. Do you understand? So that's where we are.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One very important thing we've learned from the crypto market is, regardless of who the founders are, regardless, if the platform is not set up for sustainability, it will crash, right? And I believe every single one of us has had a rug pull from one so-called crypto trading platform or the other. I think somebody named King or Joe asked a question earlier about how can we trust this platform. It's pretty simple. We've made sure our communication is top-notch. We've made sure that everything we've said we would do, we've done, right? Over time, if this is your first time, it might seem all new, but we've had several calls in the past, and what we've basically done since we started building the product is to maintain a healthy level of communication, especially with the investors and core leaders, and now the global leaders, right? So the next part is we are duly registered, as most other platforms are. But the difference here is this. We've partnered with several, for example, within Africa, we've partnered with several anti-money laundering platforms, right? Or we're partnering with several anti-money laundering platforms. We're partnering with the SEC, both in the US and in Nigeria, right? So that's a major thing for us, right? So that I think that would give us some massive level of trust. And lastly, there's only one simple reason why the founders, the team has not doxed, right? And that's because at the end of the day, every single platform that has presented a founder of some sort and all of that have still crashed and gotten away with the fraud that they've perpetrated. We're just trying to be different. We're trying to prove that it's not going to be about that. And lastly, eventually, we are going to. right? Eventually, we're going to. From the presentation we have done today, that's one thing you will notice. No other platform does what we've done today. No other platform shows you the code base, right? No other platform shows you the bots. No other platform shows you how it functions in real time. We've managed to do that because we are very sure of what we are doing, and we're very sure that we've built a platform that is going to be sustainable. And like I always say, now we may not have the answers you need right now, and it may not be satisfactory to you. We developed a new strategy about a month or two ago. It's that, look, if you're not certain, if you're not sure, just give us time, okay? You don't have to invest now. You don't have to put in money now. Give us time. I'm sure we will outrank most of the platforms you currently have bad experiences with over time. So that's pretty much it for us. I think I might have misspoken about the SEC. Sorry, we're not partnering with the SEC. We're registering under the SEC, both in the US and in Nigeria. We're not partnering with, we're registering under the SEC, right? So, and we also are going to get a couple of licenses, cybersecurity licenses, operating licenses, data security licenses like PCI DSS certification. Even though we don't store the data, we're still getting that. Just call it two-factor authentication, right? And we're doing everything we can to make sure the platform is really safe and secure. And of course, we're also getting special anti-money laundering certification precisely in Africa and Nigeria. So that's another thing for us. We've already gotten the anti-money laundering certification license rather in Nigeria, to be precise, because that's where a lot of the crypto regulation is, and so we don't want to go against any of that. But yeah, we're not partnering with the SEC. We're registering under the SEC in the US and in Africa. Thank you.